Welcome back, guys. So today I want to talk about a handful of must-have Nintendo Switch Lite accessories. So I know a lot of people have been picking these up. I'm really enjoying it. If you haven't watched my review, I will have a little card up top. Check it out. But yeah, I'm digging it. I'm really loving this thing. I was kind of on the fence at first, but with this being strictly a handheld, we got to protect this thing. So that's what I really want to look at today, is because with handhelds, to me, it's always about keeping them protected, keeping that screen good, keeping the condition of everything good and protected. So first up is this RDS Industries Game Travel Deluxe travel case, the Game Traveler. I didn't know about this case until just recently because I bought a soft case because I didn't see anything else out there. But this is very similar to the first case I bought for my original Nintendo Switch. But I thought this was really interesting. Adjustable viewing stand. You see, I already have it on a stand right now. I think getting a stand is not a must-have accessory, but it is something you may want to use. And they do make a dual USB Hori official stand that I thought was pretty neat. I'm going to be grabbing one of those. You could plug in two USB controllers, charging cable, whatever, and it holds it up like this if you want to play in kind of docked mode, like stand mode, right? I mean, sometimes I do that with the original Switch. So that is something that not necessarily a must-have, but interesting. And I thought this pouch here, this carrying case, was very interesting that it has a stand built into it. So let's try to open this thing up without destroying it. There we go. And like I said, this is very reminiscent of the original case that I had. So there is that. Open it up, see how we do this. So there's that. There's that. These always come with a little case to put your game cards in. I have never used these, but it's a bonus if you want to use it. So this does just lay in here like this. Has a groove up top for the little bumpers for the triggers. And I guess that protects the screen, and you could close it up and take it with you. But I'm really interested in how does this how does this folding stand work? That's the interesting thing. Okay. Well, while I was struggling here, it's actually pretty simple. It works. I mean, if you want to use this as a stand, but essentially all you're doing is taking this piece right here, attaching this Velcro to wherever you want it to, kind of vary the viewing angle. So you could lay it like that, kind of a more lower profile. You can stand it up a little closer and have it like that. That's actually kind of useful. I wasn't exactly sure how that was going to work, but there we go. We have a nice little option there. So with that, we could put this in here, fold that over, close it. The screen is protected, zipped up, and we've got this thing protected. So that's a good deal. These RDS Industry pouches or carrying cases, whatever you want to call them, are very good. I mean, I've not had any issues with them. They protect these systems very well. So to me, having some kind of carrying case like this definitely is a must-have. So that's one thing I find really important. And another thing, if you watched my video, I talked about using this tempered glass screen protector that I got from this company, and they originally sent the wrong size, and then they readjusted it and sent out a new version. And that's what they're selling now. I believe I paid about $8 for a 3-pack, and I took off the one that I put on at first because I thought I had it like a little off center, and I put a new one on. And yeah, it's not all the way over on the right side. Like if you're trying to line it up, you're either going to be off a little bit on the right or off a little bit on the left. But for me, having a tempered glass screen protector is extremely important, and they're easier to install than the normal ones. Sometimes you get bubbles and all that. I know some people can do those just fine, but I always prefer using tempered glass. And I actually think this one is decent because I did get some official ones, and they were just the normal plastic, and I was having an issue with them, so I went back to this tempered glass, and no problem digging it with it on there. So that is cool by me. Definitely find a screen protector, whatever kind you like, but I always like the tempered glass. The next thing that I had to have is this Duraflexi protector from Hori. So I have something very similar to this on my PlayStation Vita. I did the same thing with my PSP back in the day, my Nintendo 3DS. I always like keeping the body, the finish of my handheld protected, and that's what this is supposed to do. So let's take a look at this. This was one of the accessories I was extremely excited at getting, because I was like, yes, this is definitely something that's going to keep the finish of the system protected. So there it is. It's just a little flexible, and I know they make a hard one as well, and I have one of those on order, but this is the one I really wanted. The hard one comes with a screen protector. I just haven't received it yet, but it's not a tempered glass. It's just a normal plastic screen protector. So you just kind of squeeze this thing in here, and there's cutouts for everything. So it's got that flex to it. Kind of struggling here, but we'll get it. We will get it. There we go. Actually, that got on there pretty easily. You have access to everything. Your charging port, the speakers and whatnot. What else? The game card slot, the volume, the power. All of our buttons are accessible from here. And actually, it doesn't feel too bad. And everything on the back is protected. So there we go. This is definitely something I'm keeping this in. It actually feels a little nicer in the hands holding it like that. So that is another one that I highly recommend. There we go. Now, another one, I just seen it, and I hadn't seen this one advertised. And I'm not necessarily saying this one's a must-have, but it's going to be something similar to that. But this one is a hybrid system armor. So this is supposed to be like an impact-resistant type case for your Switch Lite, and this might be something of interest to some people. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I had like one of the Nerf system protectors for the 2DS, that axe wedge looking one, and that thing was definitely awesome. This isn't the same kind of material. It's not made out of that Nerf material, but it's supposed to be a similar idea that this really protects your system from falls and, some small impacts and whatnot. Ultra tough, hybrid. Let's see what it's saying here. Hybrid system armor and designed for shock protection. Protects Nintendo Switch Lite from dirt, wear, and minor impacts. So obviously, if you run your system over, you throw it off a bridge, this is probably not going to protect it. Has some like polycarbonate in the back, some plastic. It's got a little flex to it. Let's go ahead and take this one out. Okay, got that out. Was a little bit of a struggle. Get it in there. It doesn't want to come out. Let's see, how does this one... This one just kind of seems like it pops into place. That's actually a lot easier to put on than the other one. Actually, wow. I'm actually digging this one. So on the back there, you still get the Switch logo. All the cutouts are still open. This is definitely a little beefier. Has some grips on the sides. That actually feels really good. I'm actually digging this. It's giving you the same protection as the Duraflex. It's just you're not seeing your system color anymore. So maybe this one would be better with the gray system. If you have one of the colored ones, it doesn't look bad, but definitely would look nicer with the gray system. There you go. It has some buttons there. Oh, that's nice. It actually easily turns it on. So it's little extender buttons. You can see. There we go. Focused. Power and or volume. So a little easier to press those actually. Boom. Nice. I'm actually glad I got this one. I was a little hesitant, but the way it feels and how you hold it in your hands with this, that's actually really nice. So the question actually is, with that armor, will it still fit in this case? Because this case is really made for the system to not be in something this thick. Okay, it'll still fit in here, but it's not, I mean, it's tight. It's in there. It's in there. It just doesn't seem like it's form fitted to it anymore, because now it has this grip, and this kind of has it where it's set up for certain things. But actually, the bottom here, there is some cutouts and kind of fits. I mean, you can close it up. It's actually not bad. So there is that. Let me take this out and put the Duraflex back on and see if it fits in this case just fine. A lot easier to take this out of the that armor than it is in this Duraflex. Got that back in there. I like both of these protective cases, but this one's going to keep the form factor exactly the same, just kind of increase the size a little bit. And yes, still fits in this particular carrying case just fine. So there we go. Pretty interesting accessories here. Like I said, a couple of these I think are must-haves. Definitely having a case to keep it protected, dust-free, having some kind of outer protectant for the actual system. I'm really surprised with this one. I honestly thought I was going to take a look at this and take it back to the store, but I'm actually going to keep this one. I think this one's actually pretty good, especially with those grips there. This one was like 20 bucks. The Duraflex was like 15. This case was $20. And like I said, the screen protectors were like $8 to $10 for 3 of them. So there you go. Really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-byes, and boom. Bye.